So as you can see, that happened. I was on my way home and this guy tried to speed around me. This happened a couple evenings ago. This guy tried to speed around me and he started spinning out in front of me. And there was a lot of snow. There was a snowstorm that day. And he started spinning out in front of me and I tried to dodge him, but I overcorrected, popped the curb and hit a pole. So the pole dented the door, the curb destroyed the back tire, so the back wheel. Yeah, today we are going to be trying to get into that and trying to get the wagon up and running as soon as possible, because that's my daily, and I need a solid source of transportation. So it bums me out a lot because I really like the wagon a lot, you know. Luckily there wasn't any panel damage, so all the damage on there is replaceable. It just sucks, you know, when you have to do things like this, but it's a learning lesson, you know, it really is. And it's very humbling as well, you know? So with no further ado, let's crack into it. The door doesn't even close all the way anymore, which really sucks, man. I'm most likely just gonna hit a junkyard and probably find a sedan and then get a door off of that guy, as well as get a whole assembly for this whole back area. As you can see, there's some bent up pieces in there. I'm gonna definitely need a new wheel as it is. Let's see if you can see under the car. Yeah, so that's definitely not supposed to be like that. So I'm gonna crack in there and start tearing all the broken parts out and see what needs to be replaced and go from there. So okay, so this is the plan. I'm gonna put the spare here, take this off, get a new tire put on this rim, and then after I straighten all that out, put this rim with the new tire on it on the back. Because this rim right here clearly is, yeah, it's done. That's just the most efficient way of going about it as of now. And then in the pretty near future, I'll probably end up getting another spare for the wagon, just like that. Probably just go to the junkyard and just go pick one up for 20-30 bucks or something, throw it in the back of the wagon. So that's the plan. But as for now, I'm just gonna jack the car up and try and get this off and then get that front wheel off and see what I can do. Seems we're gonna need a new shock because this is bent. So I'm gonna have to take that out. Yeah, so there's definitely some components that are gonna require replacement. I might be able to save the hub here with the brake on it, that whole assembly, but yeah, this is gonna be fun. Try and get this one on here. Catching on the snow. So yeah, the rim itself doesn't look damaged. This rim is still in usable condition. Let's assess if there's any damage in here, because I think the front wheel had popped the curb, not sideways but straight. So I think when it popped the curb like straight, you know, that just, you know, punctured the wheel itself, the tire itself. So I don't think any mechanical damage was done. Once I get the back repaired, I'm still just gonna go get an alignment done, and probably just see if maybe the alignment guys see anything that maybe I didn't, and then I'll go in and just repair it from there. So I'm gonna throw this spare tire on here now though. That way I have at least one of the 2 damaged wheels solved. Still needs to come down just a little bit more. Could definitely use an upgrade on a jack, that's for sure. So now I'm gonna lower the car back to the ground so that there's a little bit of weight on the wheel itself, and then I'm gonna tighten those down all the way. All right, so I got that wheel tightened down. Now we're gonna start cracking into this. I made a little bit of progress. I'm just getting some bolts out right here that are holding in some of these arms back here. So I managed to get this guy off. As you can see, that that's definitely not supposed to look that way. It's supposed to look much straighter than that. So I got that off. Now I'm working on getting this one off, the shorter arm here. It's all bent up. As you can see, it's like a U right there, and that's not supposed to be that way. I'm also gonna have to replace this sway bar right here because this thing got bent up as well on this side. But even just getting this bigger arm off, as you could see, like, here, let me show you from here. You know, like I can pull it. So progress is definitely being made, you know? So the only thing that's really stopping me from getting that shorter arm off though is this bolt is hitting this this plastic cover right here. That's just a little thing that I ran into, but I'm probably just gonna take this plastic cover off, and then that bolt should clear right out of there, and then get that shorter arm out of there. I'll probably move towards getting the shock out of here because you can't really see it from this angle. It's kind of hard to show you guys. It's bent, so this piece right here and the actual shock is bent. So I'm definitely gonna need a new shock. But yeah, I'm just gonna remove that plastic piece, get that bolt out of there, and then figure out this shock situation. Okay, so after years of battle, I managed to, I popped that little plastic piece off like I said. Got that other little bolt out of there, and I got the shorter arm off. So these are both of the arms that were damaged in the wreck, and obviously they both need to be replaced because they should not be that bent, and they're almost straight when they're not broken. So now I'm gonna try and get the shock out of here, and once I get the shock out of there, I should have a little bit more visibility in the back to see what's going on down in there. And then I'll be able to see any other components that are damaged and get those out of there as well. I'm in the back of the wagon, so getting the shock out isn't gonna be as easy as it would be like on the Civic, where it's just in the trunk and it's just exposed, the top of the shock tower. I need to remove this carpet. There's a clip holding it in, and I have a 10mm bolt right in there. Take off this plastic trim and then get to the top of the shock tower that way. These clips holding them in should just pop right out, you know? That should be enough for me to just manage to get to the top of this shock tower. And there she is. Here's a much better view of how bent it is. So as you can see, that is supposed to be straight, and it's not. So I'm gonna be replacing that thing too. All right, so the last thing that I saw that was damaged was the sway bar. I'm gonna pull that off and get that replaced too. Sorry, I was just looking for some other things to see if anything else was damaged. From the looks of it, I mean, you know, there's a couple little dings here, you know, from where stuff might have gotten hit. I'm probably gonna just spray over that so no rust occurs. Just this little plastic piece right here got broken. But as for component-wise, I checked the brake lines, and none of them were punctured or crimped. Everything else still looks usable, you know, it still looks fine. So other than that, other than the sway bar, I think all of those parts are just what needs to get replaced. So I am gonna inspect the hub much further and just see if everything else is where it needs to be and nothing is damaged that I can't see right now. Obviously, before I, go and get other parts for this, I'm gonna inspect everything and make sure there's nothing else that's damaged mechanically. That was a little bit of some work, but I managed to get the sway bar off of this side of the wagon and then I need to get it off from that side. So, I mean, with that being said, I think I managed to get a lot of stuff done with the wagon. There's definitely some damage that was done, but it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, but for those of you that watched until the end, there is a little upside to this video. I know the wagon is out of commission, but, I still need to get around. And a new vehicle has been added to the channel. So, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. And there she goes. Got a 1997 Honda Prelude. And then you see the little Civic in the back in the garage. The engine swap for that is still going on. The wagon was just a little setback on that. But yeah, now I have 3 cars on the channel, so I'm probably just gonna, fix the wagon and then dial in on all of these cars. I just wanted the wagon to be the daily, Civic to be fun race car, and then as for the Prelude, it's just getting me around right now until I got the wagon moving again. But I don't know, I might pull the engine out of this thing, rebuild it, and even turbo this. So we'll just have to see what happens. But I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. I'm really just trying to build the channel, and I appreciate all of the support that you guys have given me up until now. But you guys are probably thinking, why is he so calm about the situation? You kind of just have to remain calm in these situations. That way you can have a clear head and you can work through it as quickly and as efficiently as you possibly can. And yeah, I just like to keep a positive mindset and just understand that, things will always work themselves out. So I'm going to clean up all of my tools, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.